Hey lore lovers, have you ever wondered why dragons in myths from around the world are obsessed with piling up mountains of gold? I mean, they're these fire-breathing behemoths who could rule the skies, but instead they're like ultimate hoarders, guarding shiny treasures with their lives. But here's the real twist: despite all that power, there's one simple herb that sends them running or slithering away in fear. Today, we're diving deep into global dragon myths to uncover the secrets behind their gold lust and that surprising weakness. Stick around, because this might just change how you see your favorite fantasy games like D&D. Let's get into it. Quick cuts of ancient Greek vases showing dragons, with text overlays, Greek origins. Upbeat mythical flute music plays. Narrator. Let's start with the hoarding. Dragons didn't just wake up one day and decide gold was their vibe. It goes back to ancient myths where these creatures were basically the ultimate security guards. In Greek mythology, think of Ladon, the dragon who watched over the golden apples in the Garden of the Hesperides. Why? Because the gods needed something terrifying to keep thieves away. Dragons were seen as the most fearsome monsters, so they got the gig of protecting divine treasures. It's like the ancient version of a bank vault, but with scales and flames. But it gets deeper in Norse and Germanic legends. Take Fafnir from the Volsunga saga, a greedy dwarf who murders his dad for a cursed treasure hoard, then transforms into a dragon to guard it forever. Here, the gold isn't just shiny, it's symbolic of unchecked greed. In stories like Beowulf, dragons hoarding gold represent chaos and selfishness. Kings were supposed to share wealth with their people, not bury it in a cave. Hoarding was a big no-no in those societies, so dragons became the villains embodying that vice. And get this, some tales say dragons sleep on gold because it's soft and molds to their bodies, like a fiery Tempur-Pedic mattress. Practical, right? Cut to world map animation highlighting Europe, Asia, and beyond. Show Chinese dragon illustrations with pearls and gold. Now, zoom out globally. In Chinese mythology, dragons aren't always hoarders, but when they are, it's about power and prosperity, guarding imperial treasures or sacred pearls that symbolize wealth. In Slavic folklore, like the tale of Zmaj Goranik, dragons snatch gold and maidens, tying into themes of conquest. Even in modern fantasy, from Tolkien's Smaug to Game of Thrones beasts, this hoarding trope sticks because it mirrors human flaws: greed, isolation, the fear of loss. Psychologically, it's like dragons are projecting our own hoarding disorders onto mythical scales. But why gold specifically? It's eternal, incorruptible, and shines like the sun, perfect for immortal guardians. The myth of Zagreus does not end, but becomes the silence after thunder, the echo of a power greater than Zeus, haunting us. Build tension, music shifts to suspenseful tones. Screen darkens, with herb illustrations appearing, focus on tarragon leaves. Narrator. All right, you've been patient, time for the fear factor. You might think dragons are invincible, slain only by heroes with magic swords. But in folklore, one everyday herb strikes terror in their hearts: tarragon. Yeah, that kitchen staple you use in béarnaise sauce. Known as little dragon, from its Latin name Artemisia dracunculus, tarragon's roots look like twisted serpents, and ancient folks believed it could ward off dragons and heal their bites. In medieval Europe, tarragon was the go-to dragon herb. Legends say its strong aroma and snake-like roots repelled serpentine beasts, including dragons. Maybe because dragons were often depicted as giant, venomous WIRMS. Healers used it against snake bites, and by extension, dragon wounds. Imagine a knight not swinging a sword, but waving a bunch of herbs. In some tales, scattering tarragon around your home kept dragons at bay, like mythical bug spray. And it's not just Europe, similar ideas pop up in Asian traditions where herbs combat draconic evils. But why this herb? Symbolically, tarragon represents courage and protection, countering the dragon's greed and chaos. It's a humble plant defeating a mighty monster, a classic underdog twist that makes myths so addictive. Closing scene, montage of D&D gameplay, movie clips like The Hobbit, with text, "What's your favorite dragon myth?" Comment below. So, dragons hoard gold because it embodies greed, power, and eternal guard duty across cultures, but tarragon? That's the simple herb that flips the script, proving even legends have hidden vulnerabilities. Next time you're playing D&D and facing a dragon, maybe pack some herbs instead of spells. If you loved this dive into mythology lore, smash that like button, subscribe for more twisted tales, and drop in the comments. What's the weirdest dragon weakness you've heard of? Thanks for watching, stay mythical.